Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with another brew review for you guys. And yeah, you might have guessed it, we are gonna do day 3 of Mr. Hop's Brewniverse Advent Calendar. So let's find out what it is. They always leave us guessing. I'm very curious for this. Okay, we see a can with a black pull tab. Of course, that says absolutely nothing. Oh, beautiful can. Brouwerij De Klep. And it has a beer mug as a logo, and the beer mug has a lid, and that is what we call the klep, which is the lid of the beer mug. Wooden Dragon barley wine. And when I say lovely can, I mean, again, it is so calming, it is so simple. It has a black and white photo of a wooden dragon sculpture, and then it has these golden letters in a very nice script, by the way, on top. Things don't always have to be so complicated. Let's see. Brewed by Brouwerij De Klep in Venlo, North Limburg. Oh, I love Venlo. I've never been there, but I love the accent. This barley wine is infused with the finest Calvados, and on top of that aged on acacia wood chips. Enjoy this flavorful beer. Well, don't mind if I do. Ingredients: water, barley malt, sugar, apple syrup, hops, yeast, acacia wood chips and Calvados. So they actually add Calvados, wood chips and apple syrup to the ingredients list. I love that. I'm a big fan of transparency and listing everything you use. And it has an IBU of 30, 49 EBC, and an ABV of 10.5%. I'm starting to be pretty glad that I start out every day with the Van Steenbergen and finish off with Mr. Hop, because 10.5 followed by a wheat beer like the Baptist wheat that we just had, that would have been very iffy. Okay, so a Calvados infused barley wine. I'm very curious, as always. Now, we have had one Calvados infused beer before, which also aged on wood chips, but those were oak chips, I believe, and that was Brewery Jacob. But I think that was a bit lighter in ABV, and also not a barley wine. But oh wow, look at that color! I think this is a beautiful red-brown, absolutely lovely color. A very deep dark brown red with brownish beige, I'd say dark beige foam, mixed density foam, but very nice, lovely look. Ooh. Smells a bit like vanilla, a bit like caramel, and I'm not a wood expert here, or at least not in this case, but I do get a bit of chocolate, a bit of vanilla. I would associate this more with oak than acacia, but also slightly astringent. So we get vanilla, we get chocolate, we get a bit of caramel. Yeah, sweet apples. It's mainly that, so I'm guessing this is a rather sweet dessert beer with 10.5% alcohol. It smells a bit like taffy, like those chocolate taffy candies in those gold wrappers. Anyway, cheers! Wow. Oh, that's actually very nice. It also tastes a bit like chocolate taffy. So this is one of those beers again with a beautiful emerging flavor profile. It starts out as that chocolate taffy, that caramel sweet, but at the next sip your mouth gets all tingly and warm, and that is partially the carbon dioxide, partially the ethanol, the alcohol, partially the Calvados that is infused, partially those astringent notes from the wood, those tannins. Yeah. And then, like out of nowhere, the Calvados immerses, and you get that tiny bit of apple, because the apple is very, very thin, very subtle here. But the Calvados, oh my. Yeah, that is very, very present. And the fun thing about Calvados is you get that tingly, burning feeling when it goes down, but you don't get that dark and heavy aftertaste that you get from cognac, for example, or Armagnac. Yeah, I think some brewers choose the easy way by infusing their beer, and other brewers are meticulous about it and guarantee quality. And I think this is the second category. So I'm very, very interested in the other beers that Brewery De Klep has to offer. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for them when I'm in Holland. I don't know when I'm passing by Venlo, but I'm willing to make a detour. And the funny thing is, despite being a very flavor forward beer, a very strong tasting beer, a very in your face aroma, the aftertaste is actually quite dim. The aftertaste is slightly warming, but the beer is boozy as hell, so that's not weird. But the aftertaste is relatively subtle. I get actually not that much booziness in the aftertaste. I just get a bit of sweet, again, that caramel, that or that taffy that comes up, and Calvados. So I don't know how they pulled it off, but wow, this is a complete roller coaster from when you're tasting as you should, by watching, by taking in the scent, the aroma, by sipping a bit, by fully tasting, and then checking the aftertaste, and that whole experience with this beer is quite a roller coaster. That's a sign of good brewing. Okay, how should I score this? I'm torn between 3.75 and a 4, but I have been so positive about this. I'm not getting away with giving this less than a 4, am I? So let's give this a 4, yeah. Brouwerij De Klep in Venlo. The wooden dragon, I also like the name. Infused with acacia wood chips, yeah. So the wooden dragon barley wine, 4 out of 5, easy. Because it's not just a beer, it's an experience, and I like beers like that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take my time for this one because fucking A, 10.5. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below. If you have any questions, same goes. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you're feeling merry in the Christmas spirit, I'd say share one of my videos and let's grow this community. Cheers, you guys. Until tomorrow.